G'day everyone, I'm Artist Wayne.
And I'm Jacqui.
And we are still here at Lake Keepit.
Hey Wayne.
Yes, Jacqui?
Did you know that in 2019, Lake Keepit was almost empty due to the drought?
No, I did not know that.
Well, now you do.
Anyway, welcome to Ram Van Man, episode 2. No, that's 4. Here's some more interesting facts and history on Keepit Dam, which is situated on the Namoi River about 40 kilometres upstream of Gunnedah, on the northwest slopes of New South Wales' northern tablelands. The dam is about 400 kilometres north of Sydney. It has a capacity of 425,000 megalitres, making it nearly as large as Sydney Harbour. And the dam is named after a property, Keepit, spelt K-E-Y-P-I-T, on which it was built. Work on Keepit Dam began in 1939, was halted in 1941 by World War II, resumed in 1946 and was completed by 1960. During the construction period, hundreds of workers lived on site in single and married quarters. As for Jacqui and I, well, we were absolutely loving daily life here at Lake Keepit. The weather was absolutely spectacular as we spent our days bushwalking, cycling, paddleboarding, fishing and just relaxing. Our caravan was fully charged by 11 o'clock every day. I no longer had battery anxiety. Everything was perfect. Until it wasn't. It stinks in here, folks. We've just emptied our toilet or taken the cartridge out, and now there's what appears to be
It must have been sitting on top of the
pee.
black flap.
Yucky.
Oh my God.
It really stinks in here. I went to empty our toilet, I pulled the cartridge out of the caravan, and I got covered in the contents.
I heard Wayne yelling, and he comes running into the van, smelling like a toilet, dripping all over the floor. And I just said to him, "Get out." So we both went outside together to see what was going on. Next thing I turn around, he's disappeared and he's back inside the van.
I'm a habitual nail-biter, and you can't bite your nails when they're covered in you-know-what. All I wanted to do was wash my hands. And lucky I did, because when I opened the caravan door, there was a river of liquid coming from the toilet, running down past the fridge and heading towards our bed. And I don't want to tell you what I had just done in the toilet before this all happened, but it's the same number as this episode, number 2. Sorry, we can't share the experience of the smell with you all. Went on our jute rug, it's under the seat. We may not have been able to share the smell with you, but we were certainly able to share it with all the animals living around our caravan. And once the mess was all cleaned up and our cartridge emptied, we still had a wee problem.
Mix it thoroughly. Apply to both surfaces.
Apparently in my haste to get clear of all the you-know-what, I broke a little piece off our toilet cartridge.
Can I have a look? Can you have a look? Yeah? Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay, and that's how you fix a toilet that's been leaking.
Well, the animals were now brave enough to venture closer without having their olfactory senses assaulted. Everything was getting back to normal. So I guess it's the perfect time to talk about something important. Now it's time to talk about our van. We have a Red Centre Caravans Tanami, built by Simply Caravans. And she's a full off-road beast with 30 amp red arc power system, 3 150-watt solar panels, 3.7 tonne Alco fully independent suspension with 12-inch brakes. She has two 95-litre water tanks, one 65-litre dedicated drinking water tank and one 95-litre grey water tank, all with protection. Our Tanami is 21 foot long and weighs in at 3.5 tonne, which is why we have a ram. And now that we're all caught up and our toilet was fixed, we could now sit down and relax around our fire, taking comfort in the fact that all our problems were behind us. Oops, maybe I spoke too soon. We might need to add an extinguisher to our list of things to buy. Well, thankfully after all the turmoil we went through yesterday, today was a cracker of a day. And hopefully, fingers crossed, now our problems really were behind us. Good morning! Jackie and I were both excited this morning, not only because we were heading to Gunnedah after we had our breakfast, but later today, we were being joined here at Lake Keepit by some very special guests. A couple of fellow travellers who live not that far away on a farm that Jackie and I know very well. But first I needed to buy Jackie a proper hat here in good old Gunnedah. It's a vibrant country town that combines its picturesque position on the banks of the Namoi River with a hefty dose of museums, memorials and culture. And we didn't know it yet, but this town would play a major part in our travels in the not too distant future. This mid-sized New South Wales country town, with the Aboriginal name meaning White Stones, lies 450 kilometres north of Sydney, on the Oxley Highway, and it's only a half-hour drive from Lake Keepit. Perfect for us if we want to do a little shopping. Jackie now had a fabulous hat along with some Butte country shirts, and by the time we arrived back at Lake Keepit, we didn't have to wait long for our special guests to arrive. Fellow travellers Ian and Jenny with their dog Jimmy in their Fiat motorhome.
They're looking for site 22.
Bingo! Hello, Jenny and Ian.
Hello, Wayne. Artist Wayne.
Now, we just bought you a little bit of wood for your fire.
Jackie and I love it when our friends come bearing gifts. Ian and Jenny's arrival time was impeccable, because once they set up and we got the fire going, it was the best time of the day. Happy hour. This is what it's all about, my fellow travellers, sitting around a fire with great mates and letting the world's problems, with each glass of wine you drink, just melt away. The next day was perfect, and considering it's winter, the weather here at Lake Keepit has been glorious. And we also had a couple of new visitors to our camp. Two big burly bulls. Now there were 3 alpha males living here. And talking about cattle, well, they roam freely here at Lake Keepit, which I must say makes a welcome surprise, unless you step in one.
Wayne, where's the drone? I can't see it.
Up there.
Where?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Perfect excuse to go paddleboarding, so I could wash my feet. And why not? The weather here at Lake Keepit is perfect. Jackie and I both have a 10-foot 6-inch King's inflatable stand-up paddleboard.
How relaxing is that?
And they are brilliant. Just ask Jenny and Ian's dog, Jimmy. Not only is paddleboarding great exercise, but you can wear whatever you like. because as long as you've got great balance and you haven't been drinking, you can rest easy, you won't fall in.
We did have a 2-man inflatable kayak, and we took it away on a short trip with us last year. But given the problems that we had with the van being overweight, we had to actually leave it behind.
The 2-man inflatable kayak was way too big and bulky, but the paddle boards are perfect. And we just inflate them, leave them outside the caravan, and if Jackie or I want to go for a paddle, just grab the thing and jump in the water. You know what else they have here at Lake Keepit? A soaring club, where they teach you to fly a glider. The Lake Keepit Soaring Club operates 365 days a year, so we went to check it out. And we had the best man for the job, Andrew, our pilot instructor extraordinaire.
We're going to clutch start it. Push harder. Now launch speed. Jimmy, you've got to get it to 100 k's to get off. Yeah, really?
Turning to the left, turning to the right, cows get bigger, cows get smaller. In other words, go down, go up, right? Or go faster, go slower. That's it. That's flying.
Oh, we can go for a fly now.
The pedals which work the rudder, it's a misnomer that they turn the glider. This is what turns the glider. See those things?
Okay.
So you bank the wing, that turns it. So here you've got speed, altitude, and these two are a replica. One's electric, one's mechanical. They're called a vario. Just turning off the power. Radio, this is what the battery's for, that's it. That's a glider.
Wow.
People go, oh, no engine. We go, well, there's nothing to fail.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. That's primary flying. Into there, I'm going to push it down for you. Jimmy, the one thing you can't touch. Now what you do is do a bench press and put your feet forward.
Jimmy, come.
Keep down, Jimmy.
Come. You've been on the paddleboard with us, fine.
Oh, right,
So you got to get on the glider with it.
Okay.
Slide your bum forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So this is not comfortable because you've got a parachute under you, but they're normally, the parachute's quite comfortable. Lean back.
It is a parachute, is it?
Yeah, that's a parachute.
Is that it?
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Like that?
So you would normally
It's so
fly with
far
that.
back.
Oh, well, that's because
We've got
set for
there's a
me.
seat.
Oh, okay,
Slide
yeah.
6 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's it. We were all qualified pilots now. Time to head back over to camp and celebrate with happy hour. This was Ian and Jenny's last night with us here at Lake Keepit, and they'd prepared a delicious chicken to cook in their camp oven. We really do eat like kings here at Lake Keepit. The following day was just like all the other days here at Lake Keepit. It was perfect, which is one of the reasons why Jackie and I were thinking of living here. And this morning we were having pancakes for breakfast. In you go. Sir! Well, our fabulous time with Ian and Jenny was over, so Jackie and I went back to doing what we do best, and that's having fun. It's no wonder Reflections Holiday Park's Lake Keepit is the jewel in the New England crown. It's a delightful spot for a true blue bush camping experience. And talking about bush camping, here's some bush cooking. I learned this technique off my mate Gaz Gaz, the giant man baby. The art of cooking meat chips. You just basically buy whatever salami you like. And I'll do 2. And so you put a meat chip on each prong. And then what you do is it's almost like fishing. Not as boring. You just hold it over the fire and look, see how I'm rotating it like a rotisserie. The meat chips, they become healthier because the fat drips out, and you can make them as crispy as you like. We'll just try those, so just the camera can catch those meat chips. Now they might look like the ears of a dead possum, but And you have to be careful that they'll be hot. Oh. I've got a slight charcoal taste, but the flavour. There you go, my fellow adventurers. You just stick with me for more bush cooking tips. No wonder Jacqui and I were loving this laid-back lifestyle. And I know I keep saying it, but the weather was incredible. And most of the time we basically had the park to ourselves. Jacqueline finally got her rod out. Let's have a look. I have a feeling she's caught a carp.
Isn't that a catfish? What is it?
What sort of fish do you think that is, everyone? It's a carp. She's caught one of the most prolific fish out here, a carp. I know I keep harping on about all this beautiful weather we were blessed with, but it wasn't all beer and skittles. It's not always warm and wonderful here at Lake Keepit because we were camping in winter. The nights were cold and some mornings it got down to -3. Pretty much every morning we had a frost, so it's a good thing our caravan has a diesel heater. Sadly, we were coming to the end of our stay here at Lake Keepit, so we thought we'd head over to one of our favourite towns for breakfast, Manilla. And Jacqui and I were so glad we did, because after a 5-star breakfast at Molly May's, we got to catch all the action that is team penning. And for the uninitiated, which was us, but after today we were experts, team penning is a Western equestrian sport that evolved from the common ranch work of separating cattle into pens for branding, doctoring or transport. So let me explain what it's all about. It's a timed event that involves 3 riders and their horses working as a team to move 3 specific cows out of a herd and into a pen at the other end of the arena. And the skilled riders here at the Manilla Showground only had a minute and a half to get the job done. Sadly, it was the end of our stay here at Lake Keepit. However, we were excited for what was next. So now it's time to give Reflections Holiday Park Lake Keepit a score.
We really loved our time out at Lake Keepit, so I'm giving it a score of 4 out of 5.
We spent almost 4 weeks out at Lake Keepit and I loved it. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. So hit the like and subscribe button because I'm Artist Wayne.
I'm Jacqui. Happy and safe travels, everyone, and we'll see you next time.